Hello, my dear viewers. This is Dukas Copy webinar, and you are watching Forex Trading with Rakesh. Today is October 10th, 2022. I am your host. I am Dukas Copy's trading community members, traders community member. I'm sorry about that. Please do not confuse me as an employee of Dukas Copy Bank. I am not an employee, and therefore all the views or opinions or whatever trading ideas that we are going to discuss will be of my own. And in this webinar, we will be strictly discussing the technical aspects of trading. We will not be talking about any fundamentals, and we'll stick to the charts. And when I talk about charts, I will be using only the candlestick charts. Now you already know that most of the candlesticks charts give almost the entire information that you need from the market. Okay, so we will just focus on the charts, candlestick charts. All right. Now, what we are going to do in this webinar is we are going to inspect all the pairs that are major pairs and a few other pairs, of course. But what we are going to do is we are going to find out what are the key support and resistance levels, and then we will see how we can actually use these key levels into our trading strategy, which is majority of the time, which is the conservative trading strategy, and we try to align our trades so with the direction of the trend, with the current direction of the trend. And yeah, one more thing, that if you are new to the technical analysis, or if you are not aware of anything as such about patterns, about candlesticks, then I would request you to go to the channel's homepage. You will find there two playlists. One is the profitable candlestick patterns, and the other one is profitable chart patterns. These are the two playlists that we have created. Please go through them. You will have an idea about what we are talking about here, and maybe you can mix with the other members who are regular viewers of this webinar. We are doing a webinar every day at 16:30 GMT, and it is a sort of analysis, review, discussion, interaction. Everything is going on in this webinar. So please feel free to ask the questions. If you have anything in the chat, you can crack jokes here and there. You can tell me about your stand on any particular position, or anything that you feel like worth sharing. You can write it in the chat. Chat is all that you have to interact. Okay. Now, at the end of the session, I will be taking questions from the viewers. So I request you again to keep your questions to be asked in the chat, so that I can answer them. Lastly, whatever I say in this live stream is only to enhance your information, or to enrich you with the knowledge, so that you can take informed decisions. So you please do your own research before you put your money on the line. All right, with this standard introduction, I want you to go through this risk disclaimer. This is a standard. We are bound to show you the risk disclaimer. And now I want to welcome my live viewers. Hello, MGA. Welcome to the stream, bro. MGA is in the beginning. He's saying, I have a question, Rakesh. A broken resistance or support with an exposed resistance, is this enough for you to enter a trade providing the RR is 1:3? I have a question. A broken resistance or support with an exposed resistance or support, is this enough for you to? No, it is not. You are just saying that, okay, I will give you one example now from the dollar index. Maybe this is not sufficient, my friend. Now, like here, from this candle, this 4-hourly candle, okay, I will talk about here. MJ, please correct me if I'm wrong here. You are saying that once this resistance is broken, and now this 114.72 is exposed, so that is enough for me to open a buy position. That is what you want to ask, right? Like you are saying, I'm framing your question again. I have a question, Rakesh. A broken resistance. Okay, in this case, I will only talk about the resistance with an exposed resistance. Now, with an exposed resistance, Is this enough for you to enter a trade provided the R is 1:3? No, friend, this is not sufficient. Did you see that whenever I say that, okay, once the resistance is broken, that means now there is no supply here, that is for sure. But we enter a buy not in the absence of supply. We enter a buy in the presence of demand. Think it from this perspective. See, when we okay, maybe not here, but maybe on the euro dollar it is going good. Okay, I do not see the screens. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm talking to myself. I'm so sorry. My bad. I could see my charts, but I did not turn on the screen. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. Now you see the screen, right? So here, this is the euro dollar on the 4 hourly. Okay. Now this candle, this particular candle, I will remove the volumes. So this particular candle here on 1300 on 6th of October, it actually broke below the support of 0.9808. Okay, 0.9808. It broke below it and gave us a close. This is not sufficient to open a short position because now 0.9735 is exposed. No, we need this to go back to this area to test it as the fresh resistance, and then we open the short position below that low, whatever it has made. All right, now suppose here currently right now you see that the euro dollar has broken the resistance. Now one thing that you can make out from here is that you see that this is the line that we have drawn. We said that if it breaks below 0.9735, then wait for this to retest this area. Now this area it may retest on 10th of October, maybe on 10th of October, maybe before that. Okay, but this broken resistance, sorry, broken support should act like resistance. Now it is acting as if it is acting now. You see that? After the break, the price retested this level today, I mean in the last 4 hours, and now it is acting as a resistance. We are sure that it is acting as a resistance because when the buyers came there, they were overpowered by the sellers, and now the sellers are ready to close this candle at the lows of the last 4-hour trading. So what you gonna do? Are you gonna just open the sell trade at the close of this candle? No. The thing is that how you enter in this market, you see, if you enter here at the low of this candle, say at the low, at the break of the low of this candle, you will see that this low of this particular candle is very close to that low. I will just explain you. Now this is where you have to use your discretion. So the low of this current candle is 0.9685 and the low of that candle, then you need a retest. Yes, you need a retest. Yes, MGA. There is only one difference between the two traders. The one who sells at the break of a candle, or sorry, a break of the support, he is aggressive trader. The one who waits for the retest is a conservative trader. Now the problem with the aggressive trader is that most of the times he has to wait a lot for his targets to hit because the price tends to retrace most of the time before it moves further. Okay, most of the time, and he gets very high price for anything that he buys or sells. Now suppose somebody sold at the close of this candle here, he has a stop loss approximately 57 points, right? Of course, above the high of this candle, he has to keep the stop loss. So 57 points. What is his potential take profit level? His potential take profit level is 140 points, which is the next level of support. Now here, if you are going to open a sell position, you will also open a sell position here, okay? And you will also have a stop loss of 57 points. But here you have a double confirmation. This is one thing, okay? And even if this is now this is say very huge candle, but if something like this happens, okay, now this retracement is very small, but if something like this happens, if something like this happens and you get a bearish pin bar like this, then you open the sell trade like this. Of course, this is an uptrend, you will not sell it here, but here on the downtrend you look for the bearish pin bars like this one or the bearish engulfing. Maybe if the candle closes lower than this low of this green candle, this will be a bearish engulfing, but I will not suggest you to open a position at the close of that candle. Also, you should always keep a sell stop order, like you see what is the low here. The low is say 0.9685. You say to the market, sell stop by bid at 0.9684. You understand why this thing 0.9684? When I place this order, this is how it looks like. I just hope that you can see my orders placed. Now this is just an example because it is a demo account, there is no problem. But you see, you should have the order by bid below the low of that particular candle which you are thinking about. And also, if I see that yes, this low that the market has just made 2 candles back, it is very close to this, maybe I will put my orders below the low of that candle. Now this is my discretion. I just want to be double sure that the market is going to make a new low. I always use stop orders. Yeah, that's good. But how do you use stop orders? You are using stop orders below this support like this. Below these levels, or maybe buy orders like here. All right. But what I'm saying is, you first let it retrace back, or I will give you another example maybe. Okay. I'll give you another example. So the idea is simple. You let it retrace. Okay. Once it is broken, now see here on the 21st of September in this one, you see that the resistance is broken and you see that next resistance is here. So you will just enter buy and you put your stop loss somewhere here around 58 points, and your potential take profit is 103 points. Now this idea will say, okay, do not open any buy position because you don't have 1:3 risk to reward ratio here potential. Now of course I have made this resistance in the future, but this is not possible. You cannot gauge what is going to happen in the future, but maybe you will take the position here if this would have not been here, because the next resistance would have been here. So maybe you will take that position. Yes, right, you will take that position 75 and 147. Maybe you will take that position. I'm just, because you will not know that this is going to be a resistance in the future, right? So okay, so my point here is that after a break, the price tends to come back to test that level as the fresh support. Now this is a long retracement. This here is a very small retracement on the 4 hour. Now if I just put it like this and turn it to 1 hour, okay, then you will notice that something of this sort has happened here. What you can do is you can put your buy stop above this candle's high somewhere around here and put your stop loss below this one. Of course it will be same level, almost 44 points, but your potential take profit will be 150 points this time. Okay, this is one thing of one way of doing it. Or like I always say, that let it break the level and come to and let it come back to retest that level and look for a candlestick like bullish pin bar or maybe bullish engulfing or something at the support. Now if at the support you get a bullish engulfing or bullish pin bar, that is a confirmation, okay, I can go ahead with the buy. Then you just have to mark your entry where you can. Now for example, in this one I will show you this one. This is a bearish pin bar. Okay, sorry, this is a bearish engulfing. It has engulfed these two candlesticks and is at the resistance. So I'm happy with this, that I want to go short. But if I go short here at the close of this candle, or maybe even at the low of this candle, where will I put my stop loss? Well, my stop loss in this case will be approximately 245 points. Well, what is my potential profit? My potential profit is just 90 points. Or even if I am targeting here lower, then it is 213 points. So I don't even get 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this candle into Fibonacci's like this. You see, only this particular candle. All right. and then I'm going to go on 4 hours. You see, this is the candle that we are talking about. This is the 4 hours. 1 2 3 4 4 4 the 16. I don't know why it is 16 or 20, whatever. Okay, so these are the 4 candles that we have broken, and now after this close, the candle actually retraced back. The next candle retraced back. The next daily candle retraced back to the 50%. This is how you can use the Fibonacci, or you can see here was the support. If you have marked this support, maybe you will see, okay, this is the support. It is in line with the 50%. You can expect something here. Okay, even for you on 1 hour, I'm sure you will get a bearish pin bar or something like this over there. See, something of this sort. This was an inside bar, then there was a breakdown. So somewhere or the other, you can always get a confirmation, but the bigger confirmation is on the daily chart. With this bearish engulfing, you came to know that at this area now, the sellers are in control of the market. So when I go to the market, I will be on the seller's side. I do not want to stay on the buyer's side. Okay. Of course, you will get for you will wait for the retracement. Now, suppose but you know, while we were trading this, we were not asking for you to enter sell this market, because we knew that in the long run this market is in an uptrend. So we did not even mention about selling the dollar, right? We have not sold the dollar because we were going to sell this below 110.22, if you remember, because of this being the upswing pivot. But it broke, and next day it went higher. It never came to retrace, so we are still long in this one. Of course, we don't have any trade in this one, but still on paper it is a buy. So let's talk more about the US dollar index. We were expecting actually the price to go to this region of 112.87, and we were expecting this area to act as a resistance. You see, on the 4 hour it will be more clear. See, we were expecting this area to act as a resistance, and it did act as a resistance for time being, but thereafter there was simply buy, a small shutdown for time being, and thereafter again there is a buy. Now anything then when the price goes higher than this candlestick 113.209, that will confirm that there are a lot more buyers in the market, or maybe those who are trying to sell here in this area, they are now going to become the buyers. And when somebody starts buying here, that means he has a hope of going towards 114.72. Now if the big bulls, they are ready to push the markets to 114.72, then I would also like to join them. Now the problem here is that, okay, this is a very good bullish scenario. If I open my stop buy here, where can be my potential stop loss? My potential stop loss can be here at 58 points. And where is my potential take profit? At 150 points. It is somewhat 2.5 to 3, sorry, 1 to 2.5. So I think I will take that risk. Okay, open my buy position above the high of this particular candle, that the previous one 113.20, and here it was 113.196, so almost at the similar levels. So anything higher than 113.21 will open my position with a stop loss below this particular candle, or you can even keep it below this candle, because this was the bullish engulfing, or you can say this was the breakout candle, and you can keep a stop loss below that and target this area of 114.72 for sure in this one. Of course, on the way this will be small resistance for you. This area will be the small resistance 113.54, but I'm sure you will get through that. All right, and see how after breakout from this short-term channel, how this is acting as a support now. All right, so 114.72 is the resistance now for the dollar index, and 112.87 is the immediate support. This is for intraday. If you ask me for daily, I think you need to close this today's candle before you open the buy position, and do not be in a haste. Wait for the candle to close, although it is trading at the day's high, but still a close is must. Now let's talk about the euro versus the dollar. Similarly, on the euro, it has broken below the support of 0.9735, and there's a long way to go to 0.9547. Looking at the volumes are not decreasing. Actually, volumes are around, okay, huge volumes. The volumes are not decreasing. There is no diminishing of volumes. There is a lot of time still left. So yes, the candle size of the candle is decreasing. That means, okay, the sellers are getting less aggressive, but still the buyers are not interested. So let us see when the buyers get interested, and we are looking for the price of 0.9547. That may be the area where the buyers get interested in this market. And we were expecting actually market to break these highs around around 1.01977 area, but they could not even go beyond this level. So I'm not that bullish on this one, and I think 0.9547 maybe it is on the charts for soon. All right, so switching to the 4-hour to show you a better picture. So this is how it is looking, like a ladder now, going up then coming down. And the aggression, while it is coming down, is more, considering if this was the peak, it has come down here in 23 periods, and in 23 periods here. All right, so it was trading here almost the similar buyers and sellers power here. I think any close below this candle, this is a low of 0.9681, any close below 0.9681 will open the way for 9547, 0.9547 here. So guys, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing to our channels. If you are already subscribed, do not forget to smash that like button. When you smash that like button, it helps us in the Google algorithm, and I really want my viewers to increase, because I really want more interaction. If you have any questions, please do write in the chat and let me clear the doubts if you have any. Or if you don't have any questions, you can simply say hello so that I know where are you, or we can talk about where are you from, blah blah blah, and so many things. All right guys, and also I want to know from you guys if you think that I should include background music in for this particular webinar. Okay, if you need a background music, some simple soft music without vocals, if you are interested in that. All right, so this is the euro. We are still bearish on the euro. Anything closing in anything going close to 0.9735 will give me an interest to open sell position with a small stop loss above this 0.9735 and take profit target of 0.9547 here. All right, talking about the Great Britain pound. Great Britain pound is right now kissing this support level of 1.10246. Now this is the 1 hour. Okay, so I will go back to the daily and see what is happening here. So many support and resistance levels that I have drawn on the pound. All right, let us see the bigger picture. This was a down trading channel. The price tried to go beyond that, thereafter it came inside. Now that is acting as a resistance. Even this smaller 4-hour channel is also acting as a good resistance. Now I think a break below this level will open the way to 1.0889. Now what is the low that it has made? The low that it has made as of now is 1.10246, and that was the price marker. And now just now the price seen 243, no, it has seen 246 only. So the price has seen that low, and the low of this particular candle here was the same 1.10246. so the bulls are trying to save that, but looking from the price action here, I don't think that it will be saved. It is going to break in the near term, maybe in the next 5 minutes or so. And even if it does not break in the next 5 minutes, I think the next 4-hourly candle is going to take it to the 1.0889. Looking at the bearish signal, that is what I am all saying. All right, I'll be very inclined to sell it at the lows, below 1.0 1.10246. Below that level, I think I would be looking to sell this market with the target of 1.08892. All right, right now if it takes somehow magically, if it starts taking support here, then I'll be looking for 1.1211 to act as a next resistance. On the way down, we are going to see 1.0889. Talk about the Australian dollar, very bearish. You see how this counter trend was respected after a break. The price went down. There was no signal of bullishness here and it went further down. Now, if there is no signal of bullishness here at around 0.6253, even if there is no bulls sitting on 0.6253, then the next level that we are looking for in this market is 0.59845. Now, my friends who are there with me, if you remember when it closed below this falling channel, I told you that something goes below this falling channel, any falling channel, then it is very, very bearish. Okay, so yes, it is going to 0.6253. Let us see if the bulls come here. If they don't, then it might go back to 0.5984 in the near term. Right now, resistance is at 0.6262 and support is at 0.6253 for the Australian dollar. New Zealand dollar, even weaker here, has gone below the crucial support of 0.5564, currently trading at 0.5552. Now, a close below this level of 0.5564 on the daily will expose the lower values, which is around 0.5400. Now, this 0.5400 is a very important term because this is a weekly channel that we are looking for. I'm going to show you on the weekly just for a glimpse that this is the weekly channel that we are talking about, and the New Zealand dollar is now on the verge of testing that level, at least if not this week, then maybe the next week. Okay, and we are actually expecting that price to hold because this is a very long-term channel and I'm expecting this level to hold as the support. It is not very far from today's price. It is just 146 or 150 points away. So I think that will be a good idea of opportunity for the bulls to enter into the market again if they want to. All right, but looking at this current price action, that is three what we call it cannons actually in the trading language, we call this cannon, and it is looking like as if they're going to go beyond 5400 to the downside maybe. So as and when the things test, the price test 5400, I think then only we will be able to tell how the things are going to unfold in the future. But as of now, I think this is going to be a very good support, and right now the price closing below 0.5564 will definitely expose 0.5400 in this market. US dollar against the Canadian dollar is, after closing above 1.3715, is trying to take support. Today there is going to be a bullish pin bar if the price keeps on trading like this. Buying at the current levels not recommended at all because the highs, the recent highs, of course, these where the price found the resistance, are very close, while any close above that 1.3867 will open the way to 1.400, 1.4140, and maybe 1.4689 also. I think it's time to change your channels lows like this. Okay, this bullish pin bar is suggesting me something, that those who are out from here in this pullback, maybe they're considering it again to enter this market here. All right, but buying at the current levels is does not look like a good idea because your stop loss will be here, your take profit will be here. It is 1:1, almost 1:1. So I don't think that is a good idea. 67 points, 65 points, not a good idea. But yes, from the learning point of view, I think you should keep an eye on USD CAD so that you can see how the things unfold. Right now it is giving us a bullish pin bar on the support. This is what you should look like, what it should look like at the support. At the lower levels, if this would have been a price action, I would be looking for a buy here. But right now I'm not looking for anything, but 1.3715 is the support and 1.3832 is the immediate resistance for this market. Talking about the USD CHF, very bullish candle. But the problem here is that it is going right into the resistance of 1.0049 area. Now, although it is going into the resistance of 1.0049, but I don't know why my what is it called in English? My gut feeling is that this support is, sorry, this resistance is going to break. This is my gut feeling, okay? But don't go with the gut feeling, go with the market. Now, if it breaks, do not buy it. Let it retrace back and find the market, let the market find this area as the fresh support. I think that would be a good area of opportunity, because if you buy somewhere here after the breakout, not before breakout, after the breakout, if you can buy near 1.0049, then your stop loss will come right under this area of 1.00, which is parity, and then you will be looking for a target of 1.0412, which is the potential head and shoulder breakout target. Now, which is the head and shoulder? This is the head and shoulder that we are talking about. Okay, shoulder, head, shoulder. So maybe then it will be a very good opportunity for you to open the buy position. But right now it is right into the resistance of 1.0049. So I think do not enter right now. Wait for the price to clear this area. Okay, clear these hurdles and then only enter the buy if you want to. Where is the support? Well, the support is well below 0.9885 area is the support. All right, guys. USD JPY today it has also shown some interest of the buyers. Price now is trading at 145.76. Okay, 145.76 is where it is trading. 145.90 is the area which is the previous high, and low of this candle was 140.34. So this is a good range that the price has set. That means the buyers were able to push the prices to this level, but thereafter the sellers came, or you can say they got heavier on the buyers. Now the buyers again have come back to this area of 145.90. Now only two things can happen. Either the buyers push from here and take the prices to 146.98, which is another level of interest for the sellers. So that's why I will say that do not open buys even after the break of 145.90, because that may be a trap. If you remember that Bank of Japan is going heavy, and I think it is going to increase the value, trying everything to increase the value of Japanese yen. And if it is successful, if the Bank of Japan is successful, then that will be the area maybe for the long term funds and everything to open their short positions against yen and the dollar. So maybe people are just watching for the yen to reach this area of interest. Now, why this is so much interesting area? Like, what, let me just take a breath here, because this is a very interesting area and I want to actually increase its value like this. Why? Because this is a weekly channel's resistance line. Now friends, if a 15 minutes or 1 hourly channel's resistance is so important, then why not a weekly channel's resistance? So that's why I'm saying that this area from around 146.64 to around 147.64, this is an area of interest for the sellers. That's why I have turned it into red color, because I am expecting the price to go into this area, then turn back with the great momentum to the downside. This is just my assumption, or you can say my speculation, but this is what I think. And if that happens, I will be the first seller in this one. Okay, so right now the resistance, immediate resistance is at 145.90, immediate support is at 140.34, and the further resistance is that this is a zone of resistance, huge zone of resistance from 146.64 to 147.64. I think this is a huge area of resistance. So let's all of us keep an eye on this one. This is very important. All right, X now I'm just going to flex about my analysis here, because MGA has been with me from a long time. It is now more than 2 months. MGA, do you remember why did we write this here, not buying silver below 21.11? I hope you got the idea. And even above 21.11, we said that we will buy at the retracement, because the price went above 21.11, but it was immediately sold off on the same day. So now you understand, my friend MGA, when you say okay, one resistance is broken and the other one is exposed, why we don't enter? No, we don't enter, we enter at the retracement. That is much safer. All right, otherwise you end up like this. Now from here you might be thinking, okay, now this a sell-off has started, so I will open a sell position. No friends, the price has already come to the zone of support here. This is the level that I think the buyers will be interested in. Okay, one is this is the rising channels support line. Second is this broken symmetrical triangle. This has a huge value. There was a symmetrical triangle, the price broke it to the upside. Wait, let me enter my volumes here, because I am interested in the volumes, how much trade was done on that particular day when there was this up move. Okay, there was not much of a volume, 1705, 1600, and no, not that much, not that much that we should talk about it. Okay, so yes, there was buying, but not that much. All right, so the thing is that 19.54 is where the price is trading right now, and I think if the price retests this broken resistance of symmetrical triangle, then maybe some buyers will try to enter the market here, trying to push the prices higher. Now, how you can say that the buyers have taken control of the market? You just open a counter trending channel. Just create a counter trending channel by joining the recent highs and lows like this. Okay, and see when this counter trending channel is broken to the upside, that means buyers are now in the control of the market. But right now it looks like only sellers are trying to take control of the market. All right, guys, this is simple. The price action, sorry, I do not remember. What you do not remember? Okay, you do not remember that why we wrote not buying silver below 21.1. All right, it's okay. It doesn't matter. We told about this because this was a zone of support in the past and we were expecting it to become resistance, and also after making this lower low here, the price failed to make a lower low, but this was still our upswing downswing pivot. But we said that although this is the downswing pivot, but 21.1 has been a very good support and resistance in the past. So that's why we marked 21.11 on our chart and said that we are not going to buy below this level. Okay, we are only going to buy above this level, just to make you remember. If you still don't remember, that's just too bad. All right, all those who are bulls in the gold, I think they have again got trapped, I will say. But after closing a day above this, the price the sellers somehow managed to push the prices back into the red channel. Now red channel here means it is going to fall. Okay, and when I increased the strength of the redness, I just meant that if the price comes back to this channel, that it is going to go red. So now 1659, that is 1659, is the immediate support for the gold. 1683 is now again the resistance, and when it breaks below 1659, we are still expecting 1555 in this market. It's simple. It's simple. Okay. Okay, the Brent has closed the day above 95.76. All right. We should not be talking about bearishness now. No. Why? Because this was the downswing pivot. You see, price was in a downtrend. It was a downswing pivot. Price is now closed above the downswing pivot. So what we are looking for is, now we are looking for a buy signal. In this one, we are looking for a bullish price action. All right, guys. Now, when we are looking for a bullish price action, this is almost on the similar level. This is the range. So the price has entered in a range. So since the price has entered in a small range, so I think let the price clear off from this range before we open a buy or sell. But I think if the price comes back to 95.76 area, it will be acting as a good support, and maybe it will help the prices to go higher to 100.17 area. Right now, the immediate resistance is 1100.17. Immediate support is at 95.76 in the Brent. Euro Australian dollar. Oh, wow, wow, very impressive. Anything closing above 1.5397 today will open the way to 1.61538 in the near term. All right, where is the support, guys? 1.5277 area, or the low of this particular candle is the support now, and the potential take profit or potential resistance is at 1.6153. And also notice that on the way up there is no resistance whatsoever on the way. So one thing, I think one should be looking for a buying opportunity if the candle closes above 1.5397, but the stop loss is far, so I think it will be a better idea to let it go beyond and then see where the buyers find support here, and then look for the 1.6153 in this market. Yes, TZAR is also trying to take to go on the new highs, but on the higher levels they are finding resistance because this bearish pin bar, these sellers here who have initiated their positions are trying to protect 18.191 area. And if I show you on the 4 hourly, you will see that yes, there is a huge sell-off at those levels. I'm long at the EURUSD. Okay, nice for you. If you are long at EURUSD, can you please tell me where is your current stop loss actually? Where is your current stop loss? MGA. Let me know in the chat, okay? So USD ZAR, USD, I think the people are going to, they're opening their sell positions very fast. Actually, you see after this bearish engulfing, the price retraced back, and now it is again going to the sellers are actually trying to take control of the market. Now, even if they are successful here, they may push the prices back to 7.8036 area, which was the previous support. And if they are very successful, they may even break this area and push the prices lower. But talking from the daily perspective, this may be a formation of the double top, and we need to see a close below these areas, 7.56. Wait, yeah, 7.5673 area for this double top to break down. All right, but yes, this is just a formation. 1.5377, 1.5377. Are you sure? All right, let me check. But why will you keep a stop loss at 1.5377? There is no reason. Do you have any reason for that stop loss, or just because it is your luck number? If it is 5277, then I can understand, but if it is 5377, I do not understand. All right, whatever, that's your money, your this thing. Okay, so guys, USA Tech, we are bearish in this one also. We're looking for 10,678. Maybe we will test 10,678 today, or maybe tomorrow. It is now just on the verge of testing that level, and maybe even breaking that level. All right, resistance is now 10,956. If it successfully gives us a close below 10,956, then look for 10,678 soon. Okay, USF 500. Well, why I have opened the 30 minutes, I will go for, okay. So yes, I think is a short SL. Okay, so 3635 is where the price is testing as the resistance. Now I will show you on the 4 hour at least. So after a break below that, yeah, you see this level was a good resistance. It went higher but immediately got sold off, and now it is trading below that. I think 1.3210, 3209 is what we are looking for in this market, and one can actually now keep your stop loss above this high of this candle, that is 3655. Anything above that will be a good stop loss if you are still carrying your short trade in this one. All right, because that is going to be the resistance. 3635 now is going to be the resistance. US dollar against the Chinese yuan going good, very nice. 7.1960 is the immediate resistance. After that there is a huge resistance. I think this is an area where I should be looking for opening a short position in this one also. Although this is a buy and buy market from a long time, but somewhere or the other the market has to go selling also. I think this is a good area, but something has to happen here for me to enter the short, something like this bearish pin bar or something like this. Okay, so euro jpy, euro is also on the sell mode, still traveling in that channel that we had created on the 4-hourly, although we are expecting this area of 140.75 to act as a good support for the euro here against the Japanese yen. If it happens, then we may see 142.29 again, but it has to go through this falling channels resistance before we become buyers in this one again. Right now, where is the support? 140.75 is the immediate support here. This is almost 25 30 55 points away from the market now, and on the higher side we have a resistance at 142.29, and of course this falling channels resistance line will be acting as a good resistance, dynamic resistance for the price when it meets this channels resistance area. GBP JPY, all right, it has almost gone below again 160.96. well, any close on the daily below 160.96, any close on the daily chart, I think I must remove all this clutter so that you can see my charts clearly. All right, so I think any close below 160.96 on the daily will open the way for 157.70 in this market. Okay, looks good as of now, but if you draw a Fibonacci from this one here to this one here, then okay, it has not even retraced the 38% of this particular rise. So 50% is also in line with 157.70. So yeah, be cautious at these three levels. That is 160.96, that is today's level, which is already market has I think broken. After that, I think 159.27 may be a good area of interest for the buyers if they are really buyers here in this market, and if there are buyers, they may be interested in 157.70 and 157.27 area here. So be cautious here. I think this is a must buy for the buyers if they're really here in this market. Last is the gas. Well, we are bearish in the gas. Looking at the today's bearish pin bar, I will be more bearish now, because 5.325 is what I'm expecting in this market. The markets of course can go beyond that, it can go and sell below 5.325 also, but this is the minimum level that I'm looking for being bearish. And like we always say, below 7.54041 natural gas will have no gas. Okay guys, this was from me for today. I just hope that you got the idea about the support and the resistance level that are of interest in the coming hours and days. My humble request is that please do not risk more than 1% of your capital on any single trade, even if you think that this particular trade is going to give you millions of pips as a reward. Please do not risk more than 1%. Okay, please do not risk more than 1%. This is a humble request. With this note, I shall end this live stream. Please press the like button if you find this video useful for you. Leave your suggestions in the comment section and consider subscribing to this channel for more such videos. I just wish you a very happy and profitable day. Thank you very much for joining me. See you tomorrow at 16:30 GMT. Make sure that you share this webinar's link with your friends, and you can write me on this my Skype handle. I'll try to answer your question.